my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. Ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Running
with Howard. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards.
It's third down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now a first carry for Dial Pumphrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Great 15.
Now Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
So don't say nothing.
The first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set. Yellow waiting.
Mike 59. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Gain of 36 yards. And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready. 95, 56.
Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 31 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He sets to fire deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 42 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
You ready?
Rip right. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Kamara trying the right side. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
2 yards leads to third down and 14.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Hit. Eat.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Right, check. 59.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 11.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
You can't block me.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
56.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz, space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, watch it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run here with Pumphrey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, let's get there.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch the eye.
Come on.
56. Mike, 56.
Working from the gun. Wentz escapes the sack. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
56.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Opposite. Switch.
They run on 2nd down with McGuire. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Yellow lady. Whoa.
McGuire will try to pick it up, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll run again with Pumphrey. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
There we go. Pac-Man. Waiting. Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day. 30.
Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Mike, ready. Yellow waiting. We ain't giving up nothing. Hey, kill. Lucky. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Again, it's Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
Ready.
Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. My mate.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
All day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Record. Save. Mike, 56, right there. 56.
Wentz now to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They run with Pumphrey. Demario Davis there on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, back. Ready! 57.
Take you through.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
56. I got you.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's get it.
120.
56. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, team 6, team 6. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Here we go, team. All day, defense, all day. Hey, kill him. Hey, 4-2, kill him.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. This man was a Saint for 3 years. It's Darren Sproles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Elliott puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Ready.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, kill.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Breeze now to throw. And Cook has it, left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Breeze to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Good job.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past.